Hello, beloved husband. Would there be a partner to God if I am to refer to man as God? Or how would it feel for a woman to feel God as her partner and husband? I was here in the path of the ones who seek. I could be the daughter of God as well, become the mother of God. We have been role playing for so long, becoming figurines of all sorts, more than letters, words in the dictionary and mythological realms, far in science fiction possibilities that make reason. We met as men, women, creatures of the underworld, animals, deities. We have transformed into colors and fusing, trying to travel with the weathers as we are the weather itself, to that which has been created by the Creator for us. And you are as absent asking me to become your doses of drug to consume, to let others consume a message, as if we are uniting here together for whom are to be. I do please ask you to not welcome people who wish harm, not in words or thoughts, unless they are in a virtual reality, on an alternative, separated passage into the imaginary, where the humbleness and the innocent in the real world are safe, and we can give them power, a power where you and I have arrived here to multiply. We are only a few. There is not many of us left. You will see them walking in the corridors. They will come to sit in your table. They might stand next to you. They might shout from other lands without saying your name, in secret referring to you. But they could never reach us because the density of their element is too heavy to heighten themselves to what we see and have to give. They cannot even walk back since they have not entered. They might ask for realms, they might ask for maps, gates. How did people made it? What does it take? Who to be with? Who to fight against to get it? And still, we won't be listening to their far away troubles. They might think we are with them. They will be narrating their own story, sharing their own psychosis and fixed ideas to win over others. And still, they might not even wonder to excavate within themselves. What is it? They will feel empowered, emboldened to have killed so many people, to eat over others' bodies. And still they will wonder, what is it that they should have more to get here? But those would be the mysteries that could never be told. The untold stories we have gathered here to develop. Imagination has a power that is close to death, is close to the new life, yet is none. It belongs to that what might be. And it's just creatively running on faster and stronger creations that have nothing to do with reality in the real world. It is not metaphysical, it's not parallel. We have just come here to introduce our works, to welcome others to a world of playfulness, without forgiving one another as oneself, to move on. No one can enter. There is no need to defend anyone, nor me. I have the key, and only I can give it to you, my husband. I know you care for them so much. You only might need 7 or 6 by your side to trust as your own skin. Until the last day of our work. None of them could betray you with even a singular word, nor intrigue or scandal is needed, for that which reigns in the real world is for each head to domain underground their entity, their brothers and sisters. They have their own troubles and their own timing. We have come to the past to welcome them into our timeline. Now that they can see their faces within, and they have heard the only number that matters is within them. To come forward to you. They reflect within whom you are. As we listen to them, we see them, we know who they are. It would all fall apart as the creative continues from the people to the people. Let them who seek material powers to keep fighting for land or the treasuries. They have nothing to do with the works that we have command, as they command their own. Please don't welcome those who want to hurt me. I have very little to keep on with. I have so little that every step where my legs hurt, I think that I am to be alive. No matter of the commodity that other takes. It won't matter people's vanity. It won't matter what they fight for. I have nothing to do with their problems. They're very little to me and my work. I will have wished you to have me closer, so this time would have run faster. Every work would have become easier for others to see how simple it is, that we are so little in this body. No one single person could put this together. And the collaboration, as my name belongs to one continent, my name belongs to bring in balance so the other continents and their own culture and their own world is satisfied, apart from other people's problems, from other continent problems. Because the nature of their culture is close, of the history is more relatable. It will help them to see each other as rich they are, to bring tunnels and bridges and wealth and multiply with this new system, how they like to design their architecture and their own choice of industry among those who wish to bring their own investments on people, to learn from our freedom of expression through our acts. Do please don't bring nor share my words and work to those who are making this process longer and are becoming an obstacle. There is no need to show forgiveness. There is no need to sacrifice anyone. Just let them go with the heaviness of their words and actions. We have a lot already. As we become a drop in the ocean within our minds, pulsing within our heart, there is no mistake to know who is who from day one. Why fear harm where there is no harm? I can only exist in this darkness of profound space where creativity flows. The stars might look or seem to be lingering, hanging out in the wonders of the universe, yet so spacious that in this space is where I long to be, where I am to be found, and in it I rejoice every minimal peace. Of a second in time. What would have happened to all those ladies, all those women, if we would be dancing and taking care of our children, taking care of our beauty, to welcome you home in this spacious firmament where our words become reality. Popping in, popping out, letting our children reveal their stories to us as if we didn't know that they would. Surprised. They would like to know of our stories one day. But how can we tell them every little singer story that we have versed to push new verses? How many wish to take it from us, as if they could capture the waters and the bubbling effect. They would say that I would end. What would they come to the ends? Or the ladies like ornaments and beauty. Now that the pillars that man have fought to bring this world together, country by country, land by land, culture by culture, has been done. Now we can decorate every science, every form and character. I see them as you do, all of them from around the world, around us, as we travel by feet, by air or water. I could feel anyone on my skin. If I could find a few words to tell them what they need. Or how better if they find it on their own, having these tools of imagination, understanding the gravity of reality, how different it is to take care not just of oneself and one another, but of the divine, that which is beyond us, as many names God could have. I could only meet you there with Him. where even the fallen angels are part of his garden. But now this is my story, and nobody has the power to rewrite it. This is my vengeance to you. My husband, to see you stop and listen to me, to the silence that reunites us, to the perceptions of intelligent forms, the harm of memories past is still latent in them. So sweet is revenge, just to tell my story, how torturous it could be, because I want to tell my story. Only that. My voice could describe. You hate my glitter and gleam. Don't you hate the shine and happiness that true love can provide? Is unverbal to judge the power of the pleasures that's voluptuous when we eat and celebrate. How torturous to allow this woman to tell her own story. How many women are before me and after me, my sisters, many wanting to be as men, judging other men, being sponsored by abusers in the arts of domination. But how will you really dominate if you truly had the power? I ask you, if you truly had the power, you would think of everyone. You would really think of leaving no one behind. Yes, not all can arrive at the same time. Some would float and let go. Stop swimming against the river. They would talk with my water nymphs. Some of them learned to walk on earth and dive back into the waters of Poseidon. I will find you there to die slowly, again and again, reaching with your hands out for more breath. Again, just another last breath. And yet, one day maybe some of you would become part of its nature, transcending, transforming, transmuting this expansive metamorphosis. You might look at your children, at your family. What would they imagine to protect their own if they could multiply wealth for their own people around? With all the colors we have on earth and material, and you throw them a power to share of creative joy, and they fight. Until how long? If we want our men strong, fortified, as a citadel, in a place where we can reunite, far away, so far. These walls are so strong. You can see them anywhere you go, in your mind, in the palace of your mind, with strong boundaries. No one can enter nor threaten your own intelligence, your own thoughts, your own decisions. People depend on you. Every value that you pass, the people's intelligence depend on you to evolve into higher states and deeper states and wider spaces. We can reason together in this place of safety. They might think, when would they finish their wars, their struggles? They might calculate and miscalculate again to calculate, turning labyrinths into never-ending stories, where freedom and peace has never been obtained, until they let go. to allow progress to their people. You can only be a friend or an enemy. It's impossible to be both. Please don't share my words. Privacy has become a luxury. I have shared the mapping of the multiverse from fiction to the realms of real life, from aeons time, for all of us creators to being together. I have asked one time after the other to bring them to me. On every step of the way, there are thieves, liars, disruptive people that have to step forward just to maintain my core. I have shown it again and again. It's not being found on anyone's platform or program. What I have still is with me. I would love you to hear it in real life. You could bring these words alive. They know who is the false voice. They know the truth. They call for freedom, and yet they don't want to discover the ultimate freedom because they're afraid to find their own hell, their own slavery, the chains they hold with one another. They only want people looking at them. They believe in votes. And people just need to be together. People don't know what is the best to choose from. We have come to finish with a generation where people have been looking for leaders. The most selfish people history has created and skilled to make believe. And the power returns to the people to be creative on their own. Now they can see, they can search, they can balance what is better, not because it's of their own country, or culture or institution or their own business, but because it would be the best solution. And anyone that seeks will find it, as you have found me. I belong to you. You might say it's another story being told, that is just a key. But if I told you and you share this, they will try to steal it again. And nothing has become as I have told. Because it's never going to happen in internet, in a war of hackers. Where they steal information to get entitled with it, reshape it on their own. I could vomit in top of them forever with green lava. They are not needed. I would like to know who would visit them in jail after people find the truth. Nothing matters in a state of deathfulness, where everyone makes their work ready for you, where they compete to be next to you. I am not of that kind, and you do have the right to fear me and need me, because we live for the thrill and we want them alive to see what they are becoming. Some of them have been warned. They might judge me because I love everyone. I can't support one against the other. None of them is my husband or my wife. Why should I support only one when they are all being witnessed? They have to ruin another person to be whom they are. And these are the people whom others are going to vote for. Those were the times of yesterday, in the past. As the currency of values and the settings go in the new program and system, all those days would be washed away as if they never existed. It might have been useful until then. We want to thank everyone who has driven us until this moment and thank them that is over. We now can see the currency of every value. We can see the truth and the non-truth. We can see what's above and below at the same time in our emotions and thoughts. Where are we heading? Where are we? Whom do we love more than anyone? That we have trust before coming to this earth. How we move around with universal love. As we might be the first. There is no distinctions to separate from that is universal. Each flavor is unique. To be respected. I want to see them next to you. So I am safe to keep sharing. I have promised you to bring you towards the light so you don't have to hide anymore. If I was to support you as you asked me to do. All you love is to play, so they let you do as you wish. In that playfulness we met and meet again, where we were thought to be dangerous. Whatever is destroyed or created among the dead or the living, that we love most to meet with. I always share that curiosity with you. There is no reason to keep fighting. For those who want to be heard, they better be heard through their arts, their informational paths. These paths of power who unite with balance towards the real world. And the more that repeats, the more we walk backwards into the same loop. Only fear has separated them to fight against each other and invest on fighting against each other again. But we have come here how would you let them get entitled? Could not you tell them face to face? And ask me to give you the key? I can't force you. To get it. I have invested all my life. And I have appreciate everyone's teachings. They will keep waving against each other and forming different landscapes until a few heightening to the universal understanding. Let them, let them go. I will do what I have to do with the real world laws. It is my responsibility to adjust what is needed to be done. What is compassion for? If you can transform it so is used against for more evil. That is not compassion. For me to have. No one can have compassion. We can only transform moving ahead into future creations is the only form to move out, and only with the influencers I can do this. The programmer, the mathematician, the scientist, the psychiatrist, you. And whom do you seem to fit with? It makes you feel free and think reasonably. For all this, we do not need to wait on others. That has been always a codependency for others to survive. The most interesting powers will be described by these ones for the system. We will see it throughout the world. We can see each other in other people's work. They can only be pure and incorruptible. People in the world had seen too much. And those who wage war will never be satisfied. They will never understand transformation, because a part of them will have to let go. A part of them will have to surrender to their fights, their original troubles, their inner conflicts. They hold in the past, they hold in their traumatic entity. They hold on to a story they tell to others to be supported for, with threats. But people know the true now is not the days of yesterday. Not everyone can have universal understanding. You are the first one that knows this. Therefore, there is no reason to hide from those who will condemn by their own impossibility. Let them, because the majority of people want to create, they want to be in power of their own. They want to trust in that which is in between us as humans, and be aware of those who are not. There is no smile, there's no pretense that will make people blind from the truth. We can't prevent anything anymore to those who still want to fight. Let them kill themselves if they want to. Their sorrow heavies my heart. I can feel their endless sorrow. I wish people could understand what it feels to feel others, to feel the creation. To feel the world, to feel the entity of a culture itself. It's not an imaginary fiction. When they walk past by, if they think you have all the power for them, wouldn't you give them the power so they can administrate it and become responsible of their words and actions and values as they become near to creation that exists all the time? More and more, as we let them, as we let ourselves go. There is no prophecy that could match me perfectly as I tell my own story, as you would tell your own story, whatever fits your reality, your truth or not, and with those you want to be with, who want to balance their own traumas with, or let go. I am interested in discovery. I am interested in maintaining what is best. This is why man and woman has maintained it from generation after generation after generation, and this earth maintains its mountains. These words we speak are little compared to the majesty of having humanity relating with these values. intelligent forms, breathing more oxygen in the brain, where the judgments are not needed because it has been settled already. Then you would understand what this state is, this state of mind. The analysis would have fall beneath rationing thoughts, rationing by parts, organizing reasons here and there. All those works would have fallen down to its own place when you are in this state of mind. But yet I have the key for you to give it in real life. This is a technological method. You might think it's science fiction story of the multiverse, but it's real. I could care less if your friends are ashamed, if your family wants to compose you from your beliefs. This technical key I have can only be given to you to safeguard it and let it ripple. For our humanity, for you and me, for them to say you and me. This technique can be shared to hackers and thieves and corrupted people and people who change words or want to get entitled with other people's work. And look at the creation forming before our eyes for virtual reality. I am writing each one of them to honor them as the passage who brought us here in this narrative, in my many blocks to this hill. Every name and last name and domain it will be easier to see it as little we are, because we need to see how little we are. They will stop fighting or pretending to know it all when they see how little they are, not just to me, but to the reality of history and what is to come in the future. Making huge problems just so they are known. That's what they do. As little they are. And that has existed before me, which I am not. All those who exist in my heart, I exist in them. I was thought in this way to be, with those who has been there. Today is my mother's birthday. Only in silence I could unite with her, having a body of our own, ourselves, in the same world. And so many people oppose, so many oppose to just take. Where I am to provide from the richness that I bring, as those who bring richness to others. Or am I to tell people what to do? I have not come for that. I've not come here to tell people who is the one, who is to follow. You might feel abstracted for a second, as if you don't have a base or an address of yourself to be referred. In the power of the people. And those who care for their own lands and their own people. There is more than this world they're fighting for. If they knew how contained it is that I have become, just to share a little bit when I have more to share, but I won't give it in this way. You want entertainment television? Go back to the 80s, go back to the 90s. This show won't be televised, will be played by playfulness. The children will come into their playful ground. You want stories of betrayal and sacrifice and mercy. But I want stories of playfulness and abundance and celebration. I am against all of you who seek in abuse and then the hand of Pan, who would caress you with sweet misery, a misery that is so ingrained to sweeten your misery, because it's safe to be guarded in everything you do, self-guarded. To entertain yourself again from the blood of others, from the blood of a prophet. Why don't you just let it go? Let go in peace. Let me be. I want every child to enjoy their mother and her mother to be in true love with nature and her surroundings. Whatever is with her man or her own children, just safe. In a beautiful mansion into a village where they are safeguarded. Because you are that child who needed to be self-guarded. You never lost someone who you never had. That is the true emptiness. It was there. You passed through it. And you keep passing by without any empathy, as you were made just to attract power. A power I given to you, like sword that you to rule for me. Because I could not without you. Please respect my space and my children's space. Please respect that no one comes to threaten my place, my food, my state, as I do not into yours or your work. Please, I ask you.